Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? It is Saturday, 7 o'clock. We got Wolf in, we got Steve. The early bird gets the word. What's uppers, guys? Great to fucking see you. Hope you guys had a good fucking week. My week was, interesting. Interesting to say the least. It was, a lot of ups and downs. A lot of ups and downs. But, on the positive side, I watched Deadpool twice already, so that's a fucking good thing. That's a very good thing. Let's see. What's up, JJ? Yeah, I just put out a video on it. It's got non-spoiler followed by spoilers, so pay attention when that shit says warning, 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 spoilers about to happen. I'm not going to talk anything spoiler during the live stuff, but if you do go watch that video, just understand there's some spoiler conversation in the second half of the video. I already had one person that was kind of, oh man, I should have stopped. And then I got one thumbs down, so I'm assuming the thumbs down is because motherfucker got spoiled. So I don't want anybody to get anything spoiled, even though but that being said, I watched it, and then I watched it again, and the second time that I watched it, even though I saw and everything from front to back, I still fucking enjoyed the shit out of it. Jay said, I tried to go today, sold out. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. That shit's doing pretty fucking good right now. So even though I watched everything, I watched it a second time, even knowing every last little iota of that shit, and it was good. We got Stock and Wolf. Yes, indeed. Yes, live on Friday. Oh, wait. Saturday. You fucking threw me for a second. I was like, wait a minute. No, we're not fucking Friday. We're Saturday. So anyway, so even with the spoilers, if somebody inadvertently watched us, well, you're still gonna enjoy the shit out of the fucking movie. Trust me on that. It's really that good. And it's not even that I'm a big fucking Deadpool fan. That just made it all the better. But even without that, just kind of detaching myself from it and kind of watching it, the only if I was not a Deadpool fan, I think probably some of the CG might throw me a little bit, be like, oh, that's not really that good. But come on, it is what it is, and it's if in my mind it's really fucking good. So, if you're a Deadpool fan, it's a fucking 11 out of 10. If you are, just your casual action movie aficionado, it's probably 8, right? And that's me being really, really critical, super critical, and being a kind of a dick, actually. Because it's a fucking 11. It's 11. It's 11 out of 10. It's fucking outstanding. The other thing that was fun was yesterday began PrepperCon here in Salt Lake. And I got a chance to hang out with my good friend Oliver from Sly Steel. And that was always good. And he hooked me up with a couple trainers for my Shark Tooth Tactical. Because I had told him I needed something to kind of train with my kids, and he had done these a while back. The only drawback to these is the weight, because these are some kind of it's like fiberglass or something, and this is steel, so this is probably about 10 times as heavy as these. These guys are like air light. So if you train with something that's super light, and then you go and you try to use something that's a little bit heavier, you're going to be off on your timing and stuff. So anyway, but regardless of that, I had a chance to go down there yesterday, help him out with some stuff in his booth. I got to meet some of the good folks over there at Tops. Nyes was had a booth down there, which was really good. I always love going to the Tops booth and going, oh, look at this blade right here. I never saw this fucking blade before. You know what I mean? And just losing my shit over it. And then I met a bunch of other companies that were really fucking cool. I'll be doing some reviews on some of their products pretty soon here. And that will actually go up on the Angry Jackalope channel once that community strike is gone from it. So, like, for example, this little fire... what do you call this fucking thing? Fire... Here it is. Fire binder. Right? So this deal right here. Whoop. This guy. What's really neat about this sumbitch right here is the fact that it has a striker right there built into it. Okay, so that's actually kind of neat. You can just kind of hook this with your keys or something else. There's a little extra thing that they sell in addition, these little tubes, and these tubes you can fill with the little stuff that's flammable. You can make like a little, peel some of the shit off, put a little pile together, put this down right next to it, and then go, and there it is. So it's a cool little setup. I'll be doing some reviews on some of that stuff. In the heart of Deadpool, since, you know, Deadpool's the thing that's pretty much been on my mind, like, oh my god, I did find a few other products that are kind of neat that I wanted to check out. For example, I saw in Walmart they have these mutant super sodas, and I caught this on the bottle here. It says, I've got something tight under this label. Peel back and see. And I have no idea what it is, so I'm actually going to fucking peel it back now and see what the fuck is under here, because I don't know if it's a contest type thing or whatever, but... Okay, I don't know if this is a contest deal, or if that's just a sticker. I don't know. Let's see what this is. I'm peeling it. And it turns out, it's just a sticker. Okay, so anybody that gets suckered in like I just did, you're basically buying it for a sticker. That's fine, whatever. I'll find something to stick this on. I will stick this, I don't know where I'm going to stick this. I'm just going to put it right over here for right now. I have other shit to stick this to later. I have like a little binder. Yeah, stick it on my binder. That's what I'll do. I'll stick it on the binder. So I'll just put it off to the side here. Also, when I was at Walmart, I saw they had this out, and I hadn't heard about this. So this guy right here is the 2-year anniversary edition, Blu-ray, digital, whatever. Includes up to $8 towards one movie admission to see Deadpool 2. So, you know, I'm going to watch it again. My son hasn't seen it yet. Everybody else in my family has seen it, but my son has not. So, we'll take him to see it. Now, this thing says, celebrate the barely significant milestone of cinematic masterpiece with this 2-year anniversary edition of Deadpool. You already know my movie is a touching tale of red spandex and sweet revenge, featuring an amazing balls cast and the kind of ultra-hot action that truly deserves a hand, maybe both. But now my awesome new package is bulging with full load of glorious goodies created exclusively for this special release. Have fun playing with myself. What's up, Backwoods? And so they have this free stuff inside. It says perfectly proportioned paper doll set, super sexy stickers, more stickers, temporary tattoos, and cool decals. The sort of Blu-ray special features audio commentary, Ryan Reynolds, screenwriter. Let's see, audio commentary by the director. Deleted extra scenes with optional audio commentary. That might be kind of fun. Gag reel, that would be cool. From comics to screen. Deadpool's fun sack. And gallery concept art, costume storyboards, blah, 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 blah. So, that's the back. So, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cut it open just to, you know, see without the shrink wrap and shit. See if there's anything kind of cool on the inside here. Because, you know, give you guys some exclusive content that's not on anything else here. So, oh, that's kind of cool. That's really cool, actually. So the back of this, so that's a 2-year anniversary release. That's pretty funny. All right, so let's see. How does this open? Oh, it's magnetic clasp. So there's the disc. It's got a little magnetic deal. So if you close it, snaps. That magnet kind of threw me for a second. Open it all the way up. Here's what we got on the inside. Let's see here. So we got a disc. We got a digital movie waiting for you, which I should probably do. I don't know. I don't really give a shit about that. These stickers are kind of cool, though. Oh, no. These are tattoos. Oh, shit. Okay. These are going to be fun. I'm going to get these tattoos. What does it say here? Wayward Girls. Sister Margaret's School for Wayward Girls. It's all backwards and stuff, so that's kind of cool. Let's see what else is in here. On this side, these must be the paper dolls and stuff. Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. Holy shit. This thing just... Oh, here's a sticker right here. Oh, these are... Oh, some of these stickers are actually kind of fucking saucy. Looks like this is a sticker for your car. This one right here. Because that's the bar and stuff, right? So there's a sticker there. There is... This is a cool fucking sticker right here. That's a fucking cool one. Alright. That's fucking way fucking cool. That's kind of fun. And then, then we've got our traditional standard stickers. In fact, I think I have that particular pose right over here. I think it's this one, right? Yep, that's the same art. Let's see, and then the gussy up your Deadpool paper doll. Okay, so these get cut out. Oh, these are stickers too, but looks like these are stickers you can put on whatever the paper doll is. So I'll just go like this so we can see all the different outfits and stuff. That's pretty funny. These could actually be kind of cool. Alright, so that's actually kind of neat. That's kind of a neat little get down here with this special 2-year anniversary edition Deadpool deal. So it was funny because everybody wanted to watch the first episode, or not the first episode, the first movie before we went out to watch the second one, and I did not have a copy anywhere around to do it. The knife that I have right here around my neck, Jay, is this is a final option blade from Sly Steel. I did custom scales for this guy right here. It's been beat to shit. That's why most of the coating is off on it. It's a false edge on the top. My other one I have actually is double-edged. But this is really kind of my regular EDC. I usually have this sitting on my jacket. The Kydex got kind of loose, so I had to put some duct tape in there to hold everything in place. But yeah, so it's called the Sly Steel Final Option Blade, FOB. Yeah, fun sec. That's fucking funny. So, alright, so let's go ahead. I think enough time has gone by. Let me go ahead and hit that. Also, this is my first weekend I can actually fucking drink because I'm not working, anything else. So, what to drink, what to drink, what to drink? I got some Hellcat, Maggie, Blackheart, and a big old bottle of Jameson. So, let's show you what it guys. There's my big old bottle of Jameson. Jameson, yes. Jameson, Blackheart. You can tell I drink a lot of the old Blackheart. And then I got some Hellcat Maggie. This is like the cheap version of the motherfucking Jameson. It's actually pretty good. Hellcat Maggie's pretty good. I actually really like it. And last but not least, I actually also have some, I never actually put this away from the last time I did the review on it, the watermelon splash from Captain Morgan. No, I haven't moved in yet. The house is done for us to look at it come the 31st. So, or no, I'm sorry, the 30th. So on the 30th, supposedly, we'll be able to do our walkthrough. One of the things that's really kind of irritating is, so we've got a closing cost of fucking 30. No, I'm sorry. $4,800 is going to be my closing cost, and these fuckers just threw me for a loop because, what's up, Angel? Because now they said, okay, yeah, you're approved, you're good to go. We want this other bit of information, like they want some, some older information that they want to know one thing, like why my taxes look different this year as opposed to last year. That's a simple answer. I couldn't take all the money off that I normally do, my normal deductions, because you motherfuckers wanted to see me, showing a lot more fucking money. So I couldn't do my taxes the way I normally wanted to. So I'm going to take it up the ass by the IRS so that I could show more fucking money for this fucking house. So that was easy enough. But then they also said, yeah, we want to see in your bank account where you have $4,800 for the closing. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, we don't sit on $4,800 just sitting around and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, that's a very special amount of money that, we're begging, stealing, borrowing, doing whatever we got to do to get that money. So I'm kind of like, man, what the fuck? It's like, it's weird. These fucking banks, man, I don't get them. I really don't. So the 30th, we're supposed to do the walkthrough. If all the closing shit goes according to plan, and I give them their fucking $4,800 fucking dollars, which hurts my asshole to even say out loud. We might have our keys as soon as June 7th, which would just be awesome. But I'm still on hook for this fucking place until the end of June. So actually, technically in June, I gotta pay not only that amount of money to the thing, I still have to pay the fucking rent up in this bitch. I need a drink. We're gonna go Blackheart. Fuck it. Just because she's not pretentious, she's hard as fuck. She's sweet, but she's also 93 proof, so she's not gonna be gentle with me. She's just gonna be like, fucking suck it up, cupcake. I'm okay. Okay. Alright. So let me give you guys a good cheer. Cheer to you motherfuckers. And of course, it might be a minute since you guys have seen, dude, you're freaking me out. You're freaking me out. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. Alright. Cheers, you good motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Black Heart. Woo, baby. Woo, baby. Alright. So, let me get my notes here. Alright. So, in the description down below, you'll see a big bunch of text and stuff like that. Anything that you see that says blog, just head on over to my blog. That's where you'll see like a lot more information and stuff like that on certain things. You'll get some information that's not available on this particular show and stuff like that. Oh, I will. I'll backwards. I promise. I'll give you guys a nice fucking, here's this. This is where the magic will happen. And then also when the basement's being built, you guys will be part of that, because I'll take you with me as we're building up the basement and that studio downstairs. And that studio, I'm a little disappointed. The space is substantially smaller than I thought it was going to be. So I actually will have two filming locations. I'll have my main office upstairs, which is a decent size office. And then I'll have one downstairs that's a little bit more, it'll be a lot more steampunkish. That's kind of what I want to go for. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm not quite sure about the space. That's where most of the alcohol is going to be. That's also going to be where most of the guns and blades will be, like mounted up on the walls and stuff like that. So it's going to be really like a skinny war room. And I had hoped it was going to be big enough for me to do some of the pig head chopping and stuff like that in there. I just don't think it's going to be big enough. So, and the backyard also doesn't have any fencing. We have to figure out the whole fencing thing. And I think it's a waiting game with our neighbors to see, we'll talk to our neighbors and say, hey, do you guys all want to come in and, chip in for fucking chip in so we all can save money on a fence. But I have a sneaky suspicion most people are going to be housebroke and be like waiting for everybody else to build up the fences around them, so they only have to do like a small section. I've always wondered about that, but now that I'm sitting here looking at that, I think that's what's going to end up happening. Why, thanks, Wolf. Yeah, I like that glass. It's one of my favorite glasses. I got it over at Spencer's probably a year or two ago. And it's one of probably 5 different shot glasses that I got there. I collect like little shot glasses, and like whenever I was like passing through Beaver, for example, it says I love Beaver. I had to pick up a shot glass for that just because it was fucking cool. And then Hellcat Maggie, it came with shot glasses and stuff like that. So I was like, shit, I got to get this shit. All right, so let's get started on some of this entertainment news and stuff like that. So Iron Fist on Netflix season 2. There's a rumor floating around it's going to have a lot less episodes than normal. So what that could mean is they could have as many episodes as like Defenders, which I think Defenders only had 8 episodes. I think a normal episode run, I think it's like 10 to 12, something like that. So it might be 8. But one thing that they did say is the dude playing Danny Rand has been practicing and really, really, really working at his choreography and shit like that. You know what I mean? My nose itches. Which I hope is actually the case, because that was the only really detrimental thing of season 1 for me, was the choreography was kind of weak. Let's see here. The CW's iZombie will end at the end of next season. Season 5, iZombie will come to an end. Now, it's kind of cool in some ways when they let they let everybody know ahead of time this is going to be the season finale, because that means the writers get a chance to make everything kind of come together, nice and clean, as opposed to finding out your show's about to get the axe, two episodes away from the end. Like Lucifer caught the axe, Exorcist caught the axe, motherfucking Ash versus the Evil Dead caught the axe. So, let's see, without giving away too much, is there going to be part 3 Deadpool? They ended it so well that it could, but I doubt that it will. I think probably, and there's a lot of folks that have speculated this, I don't see there being a trilogy for Deadpool. What I think will happen is we'll start to see X-Force movies rolling out. That's just my guess. Me personally, I would love if they dropped 10 Deadpools. If they dropped a Deadpool every fucking year. I mean, there's enough content floating around out there that they theoretically could do a Deadpool every 2 years. Easy. Because, Deadpool's one of those types of characters. You don't have to have these big mega Goliath type bad guys like Thanos and things of that nature. You could just have him. Shit, there was a story arc where Deadpool was going up against Dracula. That would be fucking a hoot and holler. There was one where he was time traveling and stuff. I mean, there could be so many different things that they could do with Deadpool to be interesting, So we'll have to wait and see. Me personally, I hope they will do part 3, part 4, part 5, but my gut's telling me they will probably drop an X-Force every 2 to 3 years. That's probably what's going to happen, which I'm not mad at either, because anything that has Deadpool in it with his other teammates is going to be fucking fun. So if they have an X-Force with the dynamics of Cable and stuff like that, that'd be great. Yeah, I was bummed out about the No More Ash versus Evil Dead 2. And I was really bummed out that they cut it so abruptly, because what that means when a show catches the axe like that, then you really question whether or not you want to catch up with it, because you're like, fuck, man, I don't want to catch up to it and then be left with a fucking cliffhanger. You know what I mean? I like the shows that end gracefully, because then it gives them a good chance for it to be ended nicely. Magic says Ryan Reynolds said he doesn't see a part 3 coming because Disney is too involved, but he was looking forward to X-Force. Yeah, So, but you know what though, Disney's kind of hands off with R-rated stuff. So even though technically they would own it, they might still push R-rated stuff out because they're not stupid. They can see the money that these shows are making. So, you know, we'll have to, like I said, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but if this shit does as good as I think it will, I think a lot of people are gonna be like, holy shit, this is a really good fucking movie. You know, it was no joking thing in my video where I said I laughed and I cried. This was a very well done movie. It evoked a lot of good emotions, positive, good emotions. You know, not like, you know, irritation and anger or anything like that. Just really good fucking movie all the way around. You know, if this was anything, say this was Aquaman, right? It wasn't Deadpool. Just say main character was Aquaman, but this was a story that he was in. It's a fucking great story. It was just really fucking good. That's why I really didn't mind watching the second time. And I'm looking forward to watching the third time. And I, in my heart, think this is an actual better movie in a lot of ways than the first one. And the first one I thought was really, really, really good. I really loved the first one. So that was some weird things. There are some reboots happening on TV that kind of got me going, what the fuck? And I'm looking at them and I'm like, okay, I kind of get what they're doing, but at the same time, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of bothers me. Excuse me. I had a little burp there. It kind of bothers me, but I think at the same time, I might give it a chance. So, for example, there's a new Magnum P.I. And I was like, come on, are you fucking serious? Let's see here. What Wolf said, I hated the way that Michael Mann's crime story ended back in the 80s, even though the atomic blast was pretty big send-off. Yeah, you know, there's been a couple of TV series. Before we get into Magnum P.I., we'll touch on that one because I was going to actually say something about that. There were some shows like Battlestar Galactica. I absolutely hated the finale. And we knew it was coming to an end, and we were looking forward to something really epic, and it was rubbish, you know. Dexter, the last episode of Dexter was really artsy, really kind of cerebral, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it went out. Now, ones that I did like were Eureka. I think Eureka had one of the best endings of a series ever. Like, it had great continuity. It was a good send-off. You know, you build a relationship with some of these shows, and when they end it, you kind of hope they give it a good send-off. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, so getting back to the Magnum P.I. So Magic says, I was just going to say the new Magnum looks janky. Yeah, it does, but so when you look at who made it, it's the group that did the reboot for Hawaii Five-0, which, when I watched it, the Hawaii Five-0 actually turned out to be pretty fun. They had some good chemistry. They had some really funny shit. It was always really cheesy, over the top, but it kind of grew on me. I kind of liked it. So I said, okay, so it's the same group. In fact, part of the trailer talks about, you know, 5-0 and, you know, HPD and all this other stuff. I was like, oh, so there could be some crossovers between Magnum P.I. and Hawaii Five-0. But what was interesting is it's also the crew that is aiming for Fast and Furious type crowd. And I'm like, okay, I get that. So, you know, the synopsis on it is, this is a modern take on a classic series. Stars Jay Hernandez as Thomas Magnum, decorated former Navy SEAL, who, upon returning from Afghanistan, repurposes his military skills to become a private investigator in Hawaii. So, you know, there's a trailer down below. You guys can check it out. Like Murphy Brown, nothing really ever ends. Why 5-0 for that matter? I guess that if it sells, there will always be more of it farther down the line. Exactly. You know, whatever is, you know, what's old is new again type concept. I think a lot of these guys are like, you know what? This is a good brand. We have the licensing for it. We can just dust it off and just recast it and go, you know? And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like the MacGyver reboot. bleh. It was bleh, just from the gate, you know. I don't even know if it got better, but bleh. The Lethal Weapon, that was kind of, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't fucking great, you know. Let's see here. For the writers, my wife refuses to watch the final episode of series because it usually ruins everything, since most of the time they don't have time to prepare the show to end. It's always short notice for them. Yep. Well, if I like crossover episodes with the new MacGyver, which show I really, really like. Really? So did it get better? Because in the beginning, dude, that shit was so predictable. It was horrible. You know? Just let me know. Because I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like, done. I can't deal with this shit. But if you tell me it's better, I'll go take a look at it. I do enjoy shit like Blind Spot. Blind Spot I've been liking. I'm still catching up on some of these, so if they turn into stinkers later, fuck, that's gonna suck. So Blind Spot, let's see, hang on a second, somebody just chimed on my phone. Where's my fucking, oh, there's my phone, it's buried under shit. I'm like, where's my fucking phone at? Oh, it's my wife. She says, FYI, I miss you. Let me just tell her I miss her too, because I got to let her know. Oh, she got a sad face. That makes me sad. I miss you too, honey. I miss you too. ... Love you and miss you. Boom. Ah, she's having a rough day, it looks like. Fuck. Sorry, guys. Crossover new MacGyver. Yes, we were talking about MacGyver. So, you know, let me know if that was, yeah, see, Magic, same as me. Getting past the 2nd episode. But it's still going. So, since it's still going, something must have been corrected. So, I've seen that in the past where shows started off funky, they did a course correction, then it got pretty good. So, you know, I might check that out. But I like Blind Spot. I like the one that has, oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on it. It has the guy who did the voice for Ultron. The Blacklist. I dig that show. He's like one of my favorite fucking dudes. And I used to like Person of Interest, and then I don't know, I kind of fell off on it after season 3 or 4. So in the same vein, there's a new Charmed coming out, and so the synopsis on that one is, after the tragic death of their mother, 3 sisters in a college town are stunned to discover they are witches. What? Witches? Like Sabrina? Anyway, soon this powerful threesome must stand against threesome. Hey now, what kind of show are we talking about here? Charmed. Must stand together, fight the everyday and the supernatural battles that all modern witches must face, from vanquishing powerful demons to toppling the patriarchy. I don't know. Let's see. Wolf says, I really like the characters. They're really over the top. However, plausibility is often sacrificed. You have to be very forgiving and realize that the world MacGyver has very little to do with reality. Y'all know. Yo, dude, I can detach from reality. I can watch something and say, like Mission Impossible movies. I just was watching the trailer today, and I saw how much this motherfucking Ethan was just flying around, falling. Reality is, you jump and you miss the fucking ledge and you slam against it. You got a couple broken ribs, man. You are out of commission. You know what I mean? So I can detach from reality and say, fuck it, this is just a popcorn thing, or this is just some fucking entertainment. I'm all over it. I love that shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, New Charmed, I don't know, I can't tell if those sisters are twins or just really close sisters, and then they have, like, it looks like a half-sister, so it's kind of interesting, because I'm like, you know, I'll look at it, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. Now, one series that does look a little interesting, and I'm not sure if I talked about it last week or not, is The Passage. So the synopsis on that one is a character-driven thriller about a secret government medical facility experimenting with a dangerous virus that could either cure all disease or cause the downfall of the human race. The drama focuses on a 10-year-old girl named Amy Belafonte, who is chosen to be the test subject, and Brad Walgast, a federal agent who becomes her surrogate father. Now, that doesn't really set it up very good. It looks like there's some kind of a vampiric outbreak or something, and they think they have the cure, but they need to test it on a special type of kids that has some kind of antibodies or some other shit that allows the cure to work. And they have found this particular girl. And so they go after her, and the guy they send to get her, he changes his mind. He's like, fuck it, nah, I'm gonna protect you. So it looks interesting. It's called The Passage. And that one I'm kind of like, huh. Now, today I came across something that really kind of tickled me a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like where the show is going. It's called God Friended Me. Okay, so the synopsis on this one is a podcast hosting self-proclaimed pesky atheist who wants to make you think, Brandon Michael Hall, isn't so sure what to think when he's friended by God on Facebook and then poked to help strangers for reasons that aren't immediately clear. The truth is, there's more to this story than our hero or anyone else knows. Now, I mentioned earlier Person of Interest, and I like that show because it was always kind of interesting. These people were targeted, and then these guys had to go help them, and nobody really understood why until something started to unfold, and they're like, aha, this kind of has a similar vibe to it. Like, God works in mysterious ways, and the trailer for this is really intriguing. It's really fun. It's got some really great actors in it. In fact, it's got one actor that's in there who is an alum of Eureka, which was one of my favorite shows that I mentioned earlier. And he was also in Brother from Another Planet, I think was the name of that show. He's a great actor. He also was in Terminator 2. He was Miles Bennett Dyson, was that his name? He was the guy that ultimately would end up creating Cyberdyne and the other stuff. So he's a great actor. He plays the father of this kid, and he's a priest. And so it's interesting. It's interesting. So that's his, let's see, Yep MacGyver is all popcorn, but that's okay with me. I like popcorn too. That's right. That's right. All right, so now let's get into the movies. Deadpool 2, I did a review on that. It was amazing. That's all I'm going to say about it. We have a release date for John Wick 3. May 17th, 2009. So less than a year from now, that's popping off. Yes, indeed. Now, that is a show I love. I love John Wick. John Wick never, ceases to satisfy. It is a great fucking show, and it is pop culturally relevant and super good. It finds its way into memes like, the whole Infinity War stuff. You had Doctor Strange and him saying, oh, you need the last stone? It's inside of this dog. And Thanos kills the dog, and they're like, that's all it was? I got the stone. And it's like, hey, who killed my dog? And it's John Wick. It's great. It's so good that its memes are living now. You know what I'm saying? You know what? It's not that long, bro. It's like, it seems like it's long, but it's funny. I remember a couple of years ago hearing about Avengers Infinity War, and here it is. It popped already. I remember when they announced the next Deadpool, I was like, oh man, I gotta wait fucking forever, and it went flying fast too. Yeah, it depends, Jay. It depends how old you are. The older you get, time just fucking flies, bro. So I'm fucking old as dirt. So for me, I close my eyes and a couple of decades goes by. So, that's just the way it is. They have a trailer for a thing called Black Water, which pairs up Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren. That's going to be one of our popcorn action flicks. It's not going to have any kind of good substance. It's not going to have any Academy Award shit, but it will have a whole bunch of butt kicking, fighting, throat slitting, and gun shooting type shit. And it takes place on a fucking submarine, so look for it to be kind of like Under Siege, 80s action in this, with older action heroes now. Mile 22. It should be Mile 21. Sorry, guys. I put Mile 22 official trailer. It's Mile 21. This shit right here, Mile 21, oh my fucking God. That looks amazing. It's got Mark Wahlberg. It's got Maggie from Walking Dead. It's got old girl, the MMA girl, Rhonda. I think it's Rhonda, right? Rowdy Rhonda. I can't remember her last name. She's in there. A few other people, but just some of the dialogue and some of the get down on that shit looks fucking fun. Like, there's one part in the trailer where they go, oh, this guy looks like he's a low level, blah, blah, blah. And then Mark Wahlberg says, well, by you being here tells us that he's not a low level guy. Rousey, there you go. And this other dude's all, you know, don't fuck with, he's like, don't mess with us. And he said, no, you don't fuck with us. You know, it's like, he's just, what did he say? He said, no, he said, you be careful. He said, no, you fucking be careful. I'm like, whoa. I was like, I like that shit. I like, you know, sometimes Mark Wahlberg, man, he plays some good fucking roles, and I think this is going to be a good role for him. And the other one here we got is a trailer. We got a Red Band trailer called Happy Time. That's right. They were in Universal Soldier together. Yep. So in the Expendables, I think Jean-Claude Van Damme played a bad guy on the second one. I think he did play a second one. Yep. But Universal Soldiers, and then they re-met again in a couple of the later Universal Soldiers. And I think they just dropped Universal Soldiers not too long ago. It was fucking hard as hell. It was really, really brutal. And they were in that. It was really tripped out shit. But getting back to this Red Band trailer for Happy Time, this is like Muppets on crack. It is some dark, dark shit. It's called Happy Time. I pretty much laughed out loud when I watched the trailer, especially the end sequence of the trailer. Had me dying. Had me fucking dying. I highly recommend you guys check that shit out. It's pretty fucking good. The Far Cry, let's get into the game stuff now. So Far Cry 5 right now, the live event is a sniping one. And this one, incidentally, took me a little bit longer than some of the other live events because you have to snipe at a pretty far distance. What I found worked really good, though, was to find some of the outposts to take out that were accessible by the water, and you get a boat and you go pretty much as far out as your scope will allow you to go and still see the enemies, and then just ping them from the boat, and then that way you get your 6 kills pretty quick. So that's going to run until this next Tuesday, and you can get a custom plane, and I think the community-based one is a couple of outfits. So yeah, I think the Expendables, I think Jean-Claude, he did come in, or he might have been one that said no, fuck it, he didn't want to do it. I think he didn't want to do it. We could look in a second, we'll double check it, but I think there was a big thing where Sylvester Stallone was trying to gather up all of the old school guys. So he had Bruce Willis, he had Arnold Schwarzenegger, he had he had Jet Li, Terry Crews, he had what's the dude? I forgot his name. He got so much cauliflower in his ears now. He had Chuck Norris in there. And I think he wanted to get Jean-Claude Van Damme, but Jean-Claude Van Damme was doing some of his own movies at the time, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out here in a second. It's only got one more little bit of news on the game stuff. So on the Diablo 3 front, Season 3 officially ends Sunday, June 3rd at 5 p.m. Pacific. There you go. Thanks, Steve. He was in the second one. I thought so. He was the guy. He took the knife and killed the kid, right, on the second one. But on the first one, he was like, "No, I don't want to do it." Season 14 for Diablo 3 begins Friday, June 15th. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you play Diablo 3 and you like those, the season competition, those are your dates. So again, Season 13 officially ends Sunday, June 3rd, 5 p.m. Season 14 begins a couple of weeks later, Friday, June 15th at 5 p.m. Hey, what's up, Prepping? Yep, everything is manageable. I'm not gonna say things are good. They're very stressful right now, but you know, above and beyond that, pretty good. I really can't complain, and I won't complain. Actually, that's what I should have said. Let's do another shot, shall we? The black heart's pretty fucking good. We're gonna stick with that because you know I get more bang. I get more bang for my buck. You know what I mean? Let's see. Oh, so there you go, Steve. That's right. So the first one, he was actually working and doing something. Rumor had it, though, at the time, he was asking for more money. But, you know, Sylvester Stallone was like, man, fuck that. You know, I like Expendables franchise just because it did do a good job pulling a bunch of the old-timers back together inside of a thing and giving them a good, you know, platform again, because you remember right after that, suddenly Arnold Schwarzenegger started working again and doing some really fun stuff. Yo, what's uppers, brother? See, I got back from the cruise and nothing popped off but the power. Had my flashlight, though. One young guy, 16, died in a jet ski crash in Grand Turk. Oh, well, you know, you've got to be careful, but sometimes shit happens, man. I mean, what can you do? As long as it wasn't you and yours, you know, I always say better them than me. Here you guys go. There is Escape. Yeah, Escape Plan 2. I covered that on my blog. I think that's like Hades. What is it called? It's called Escape Plan 2 Hades official. Escape Plan 2 Hades. Yeah. So I've got the official trailer sitting up on my blog. That one looks pretty good too. Here you guys go. Cheers. Woo. Love me the black heart. Oh. Woo. God damn, she starts off so sweet. So sweet. And then there's like, blah, just punches you in the fucking back of the head. Oh. God damn, bitch. She's not fucking around. All right, so... yeah, you know what? I paced the show pretty good. 7:48. So 48 minutes for the core stuff there. That's pretty good. Rambo. That last Rambo was fucking great. Oh my God. That shit. Woo, that was so bloody. That was some bloody good shit. I loved it. My God, when he hit that fucker with the 50 and the body just blew apart. So I like shit like that. I do. I really do. You know? That's why I was kind of disheartened to hear that Death Wish, the new reboot of Death Wish with Bruce Willis, wasn't that good. I had a bunch of my friends that watched it and they're like, oh man, Bruce Willis is just doing movies to make money. He's not doing it, bringing, you know, his passion and shit to it. And I was like, that fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. I will watch it when it comes out on video or whatever, but I wasn't about to go fucking drop some hard ducats on that shit. Hey, can you shut up, doggage? So I guess what I'll do is I will show you guys. Where did it fucking go? I just had it right here. Move this out the way. Oh, there it is. So I will I'll show you a little bit more detail on this thing from Outdoor Element. Okay, so I'll bring this close like this so you guys can see it. So you have a little cutter right here for cutting fishing line, things of that nature. They claim it can cut through a seatbelt in about 10 minutes of you just kind of working it. This thing is rated for about 100 pounds of pressure. It's not meant for climbing. It's got a little flathead screwdriver deal right. Let's get that light behind it right there. And again, the big sale point for this guy is the spark. And there is a little small hole right there. There's a little screw. And what it is there's a little ferro rod that slides up through this shaft here. There's a bunch of spring. There's a spring here, and there's a locking screw that pushes the spring up against it. And this is just like a lighter, you know. So basically, took the inside working of a lighter and put it into this guy right here, and that rock and rolls. Inside of this, let's see if I can. Let's see. Well, that's a bit difficult to get out once this bitch is inside of here. So I got this little fabric that's sitting in there. Hang on. It's right here. I got a couple extras sitting right here. So they fill those little tubes. You could put that inside of there. And again, this is their card right here, outdoor element. Right? Yeah, outdoor element. So I met them yesterday at PrepperCon. Also at PrepperCon, I saw Drop for Survival. Got to hang out with him a little bit. Talk shop. Yeah, you know, this is the... You see those little black deals right there? Those are the refills. And they call those replacement ferro rods, but I think you're right. I think they might be very similar to the ones that are in the lighters, right? So that was one thing. I got a chance to hang out with 3V Gear. Those guys are cool as shit. They had they had some crazy deals on bags and stuff. Like they had a big giant like a 3-day get out bag type deal. It's like a big heavy duty backpack. Normally retailed for like 80 bucks. They had it on sale 35 bucks. They were moving them like man, they were fucking moving units. I was like, good job, guys. Good fucking job. Let's see here. Yes, Big Arnold's back. I was really surprised to see Aftermath. Aftermath was man, Aftermath was a crazy fucking movie, man. That was emotional as shit. That got me in the feels. I gave Arnold credit for that one. That was a risky fucking movie for him to make. But I think I did a review on that on my Angry Jackalope show. I covered that one, and I was like, whoa, that was an emotional thing. Like, how, you know, as a father, understanding somebody else is going to put your daughter down, or you got to put your daughter. And it was somewhat scary, too, because sometimes that daughter would come in the room, she's like, sniffing him and shit, and I was like, oh, Lord. And, you know, that was a good one, though. Oh, wait a minute. No. I'm sorry. Aftermath is not the same movie I'm thinking about. Your Aftermath was the one where the wife somebody died in a car accident or something, and then he went to get it. He went to get even or something like that. And it was that was a newer one, right? I think the one, what's the one I'm talking about? The one I'm talking about was like a zombie. His daughter turned into a zombie, and he was taking care of her and shit. Aftermath, I think, is the newer one. That's the newer movie, right? Where he just wanted somebody. He wanted the person to he wanted to get kind of revenge with the person that had, I think, killed his wife or something like that, or maybe it was his kid. I can't remember now. Tragic one, full of meaning instead. Yeah, I think that's the new one. I think that's the newer one. It was really depressing, but it made its point. You know, I'm not opposed to movies like that. I like movies that have a positioning or a stance, and they make their point very well. And sometimes you just look at it and go, God damn, that's rough. Like, oh man, what was that fucking movie? It was, damn it. It was in L.A. It had, homeboy was playing a cop. It had a husband and wife, and the cop, you know, there was one point he was like feeling the girl up, and then later on he had to he rescued her. It was like a really conflicted ass thing. Really crazy. Aftermath is the plane crash film. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta see. Sabotage, I think I saw that one. That was the one where they're like DEA agents or something like that. That was a good twist at that, kind of. It was a crazy twist at the end of Sabotage. God, I can't remember the name of that fucking movie. He was an LA cop. And it was really fucking crazy because it had some racism in it and stuff like that. It was like dirty, corrupt cops, but even, you know, dirty, corrupt cops every once in a while do the right things. See, the one with the zombie daughter, I'll tell you the name of that one. Let's see, Arnold Schwartz. It's the may the Schwartz be with you, Schwartz. Zombie daughter. That was called Maggie. Maggie was a very depressing fucking movie. The one with the LA cop, racist, different stories. Let's see. Crash. That was the one I was talking about, was Crash. And then Sabotage. With Arnold is John Breacher is the leader of the DEA Special Operations Team. Consists of James Monster Murray, Monster's wife Lizzie Murray, Joe Grinder Phillips, Julia Sugar Edmonds, blah, 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 blah. During the raid, a cartel warehouse. Smoke is killed. The team steals $10 million, hides it in the sewer while blowing up the rest to cover up their tracks. Money disappears and their superior, floored, suspends them while the DEA investigates the team for theft. After several months without any confessions or evidence to their participation, the team is reinstated. Blah, 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 blah. So that's that one. It was violent as shit. It was really good. Let's see. Now, the other one we were talking about was Aftermath. Okay, so Aftermath. Arnold Aftermath. Let's see. American drama film. Elliot Lester. Yep, the plain one. Two strangers' lives become. Bing, 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 bing. Let's see here. Where's the. Let's see here. I don't like the big long ones. I like the short synopsis here. Boom. Two strangers' lives become inexplicably bound together after devastating plane crash inspired by actual events. Aftermath tells a story of guilt and revenge after air traffic controller Scott McNairy's error causes the death of a construction foreman's, Arnold Schwarzenegger's, wife and daughter. Yes, that was the one. That is the one. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that Maggie, man. Whoa. Man, well, shit. Maggie is a good name. Because, you know, you got like Hellcat Maggie. Yeah, that Maggie one really got me in a feels though. Because, you know, I'm a father. And a father, and you know, the shit you do for your fucking kids, man. But Aftermath, all right. I'll check that one out. Let's see. Yeah, Maggie is one of those down-to-earth names and stuff like that. All right, so we're down to our last minute. God damn, this show flew by, didn't it? Could be the alcohol. Maybe it was the alcohol. Alcohol. Yes. Okay, so be prepared to weep. Looks like Arnold's doing that now. I think he's trying to show he's got acting chops. You know, I think he's really trying to show that, because in Maggie, I was impressed. I was impressed with the emotional delivery that he gave, and that might have what got him into Aftermath. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, that's gonna be it for the show, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. I look forward to my Saturdays with you guys. Today was a good day. I went and watched shit with my kids in the morning, prepped my show, got everything ready, did some stuff on the blog, and then, you know, of course, had the show ready to go here. So, you know, like I said before, I really appreciate the fuck that you guys support me and you come through and you watch on a regular. And I do appreciate it. I wanted to reiterate also, after the 22nd of June, I will be doing the Angry Jackalope streams, not streams, but the videos again on the knives and stuff. This is probably going to be the entertainment streaming stuff. The streams are probably going to still be on this particular channel just because it's more entertainment and stuff like that. So that way I can't get flagged, striked, anything else because we're talking about entertainment. We're just hanging out, drinking, having a good time, talking about shit we all like to watch and do stuff with, right? So anyway, that's it. If you like it, please subscribe. Tell your friends far and wide. Until next time, be good to each other, good to yourselves. Go out and live life. Have some adventures, get some scars, find some love and all that jazz. And I will see you guys hunting Gunter. I will check that out. I will see you guys next week. Alright guys, have a good one.